Her.
Alright.
What's the escalation die right now? 2 still?
2. It is 2. Well, it just got to 2 this round. That is a hit, and you can go ahead and give a description, as you fell the Bandit Queen.
Sure, well, he has blasted all these monsters with lightning. It's like Dragonkin just jumps and flies, and at this point, it's kind of like a symphony to see us battle because it's so effective and so like organized. We're very used to one another. Although this time there's also arrows flying everywhere. We're kind of not used to. But that seemed to work. So he'll sensing that sort of his magic is done. He doesn't want to expend it all. He'll drag a bow and masterfully remember how to slay monsters like this thing, and then shoot for the eye socket to pierce through it into the brain of the monster. A masterful shot.
The hill giant, who is screeching in anger and appears to be very excited now that Geráck's become staggered again and is in a bloodlust, takes the shot, and her screeching stops. She teeters a bit, and she falls over backwards with a massive thud. Again, she is triple to quadruple the size of Geráck, so the earth shakes in the cavern, and the entire walls tremble a little as well under the weight of her localized collapse. Is there anything else you want to do with your turn?
I'll move up.
Okay.
Oh. To basically rush for the
Jasmine.
I suppose I'll move up.
All right, sure.
Do I hear anything? Like any and do I hear any more things approaching?
Well, let's see here. You just move back. You use your standard action to try and make an awareness sort of check.
Sure. I could try that. That seems fine.
Go ahead. And use
in
your
that
wisdom
case,
modifier, your level.
And then, would it be fair to say my captain of the 9th Imperial Scouts?
Sure.
I spent a lot of time trying to track people and trying to listen to Seth Roberts. Whoops. D20 plus.
It is exceedingly difficult to hear over the sound of the roaring water beneath you. And it definitely sounds as if you can also hear it around this archway. That being said, you don't hear anyone coming up from the south, although you do end up hearing down this slope the running of footsteps along with the cool sound of, "Everyone get up! Grab your weapons, they're here!"
More are coming. Prepare yourself to hear them. They're readying their weapons.
right.
She says as she reaches for more arrows in her quiver, ending her turn.
Zeke will go ahead and take his turn. Tempus.
Get out of that cage.
Okay, Tempus will move up then. That's a really far move.
Yes, it is a very wide open area. I will ask you to make a sort of like acrobatic skill check, not to slip on Zeke's blood that he left behind. Yes, you can do that and do like a barrel roll over the fucking blood. Spend your momentum in the process.
Don't want to risk losing out on that.
As Tempest lands like right next to the cage, you can see the sort of like the panicked and concerned face of the noblewoman, Renee Cauldron. She looks like she's been better off. She's definitely been bloodied and cut in several places, and also that perhaps that massive club has even knocked her once.
Get her to safety.
The cage, as you have just taken a move action here, does appear to have a door here at the front. It does appear to have a lock attached to it.
So
you would have to spend a standard action to attempt to unlock it, yes.
Okay. trying to think which one would be my best one for picking a lock. I'm thinking it's either Scholar or Trickster. I'm just trying to think of a background. I think Scholar, the forged knowing of mechanical locks.
Yes, they are both a +5 for you, I do believe. So
Yeah.
that's at least a bonus.
And it's wisdom or intelligence?
We'll say you can use your dexterity.
Oh, okay. So that's 5 background, 5 dexterity plus level for skill checks, isn't it? I think it is.
Okay.
Not bad.
That will skillfully manage to unlock the device, and that is a natural odd attack roll from the trap, which I believe means from trap sense, you get to force the trap to re-roll the attack once.
Yes,
I've just
Wait,
checked
no. Yeah, okay, yeah. I just wanted to check in case I had a feat or something.
Yes, that will definitely be a success, as the poisoned needle jabs from inside there. That is certainly below that. In that case, good news. You only take 20 points of poison damage. That's halved.
Well, that's good.
The cage is opened, and as the cage is open, you see a little shimmering effect around the cage disappear. But since Tempus wasn't really even looking for anything like that, he has no idea what the fuck it is. And you hear a, "Thank you." She will act at the end of the initiative.
Okay, Tempus will stand in defense of her.
Geráck, it is your turn.
Oh, well, shit. What do I do? I'm kind of hurt.
Get in there, damn it.
Move and recover?
You can move and take your breather.
Yeah, so move up here and then take my recovery.
Your rally.
Yeah, my rally.
Okay. What is Geráck going to use to rally in this situation? Like, what's going to inspire him?
Just the fact that Dwohurim kind of said that was it Ezekiel guy? Was kind of such a badass that the entire party couldn't really take him on, but he got trapped by this giant and the hellhound, and we managed to defeat them, so we must be better than him, and that's invigorating for his spirit.
Okay.
Nope.
All right. We'll get to the end of the round, and Renee will say, "I think he might be bluffing. I don't recall having seen anyone else run down there, but I'm not 100% sure."
It's best to keep you safe, miss. Now, how about you stay in between us? We'll make sure nothing harms you, right?
Alright. Renee will move out of the cage and go to stand between, and she'll lift up her fingers into a stance as well. Dwohurim will recall that Renee does. He thinks that she's a mage. Evrat married into a magical line.
Of course he did.
Alright, that takes us to Aurelia.
Well, Aurelia will move up to Dwohurim, look over the situation here, saying no immediate threat at least, and will essentially say to Dwohurim that Auxilia can take many forms, perhaps pointing at the woman here. And that will basically be the turn.
Okay.
You want to slap her?
Dwohurim's turn.
First and foremost, does this look like it would be collapsible if someone were to shoot a catapult into it?
That would. I would need an engineering sort of skill check for you on that. But actually, no. Since it's gonna be you on that front, yeah. You could take down maybe possible.
Because it would be great to just trap him in there and leave.
It's a steep slope. Considering what you've heard about this place, though, he likely wouldn't be trapped unless it's a complete dead end down there, or anyone else for that matter, because of how many tunnels and passageways. They just wouldn't be able to use that. Unless they could suddenly and immediately clear it out using their dig spells. Yeah, I mean, you could probably throw a pebble or whatever at, the ceiling, cause it to fall. The hope would hopefully be that the entire thing would also not be load-bearing and then bring down the entire cavern.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, we live dangerously, right? Guys, we don't want to pursue him, right? Just player to player.
I mean,
well,
right now, the important thing is getting Rene back, right?
yeah, we
Yeah,
need to keep
like,
her alive. Let's not
We
risk
probably
it.
can't take him, and since we know who he is, I mean, that's really his strongest defense gone.
Let's not take any risk by collapsing this entire place.
I say
But-
we keep two guys along Renee, and we'll have a look around, then collapse it. Because you never know, they're bandits, there might be treasure. Let's not sacrifice it.
It wouldn't collapse all the place,
Probably not.
right?
No Dwohurim.
Dwohurim, just by looking in a second or two, legit does not know the answer to that question.
Wow, I'm sure we'll be fine.
It's still recovering a little from the massive hill giant that fell down here.
Well,
And it's definitely
So-
not dwarven reinforced. Like, you can certainly do it, and it'll probably
So-
collapse the ceiling.
another question: does my gauntlet? How hard do I have to slap someone with it? Because
Let me,
I'm sure Evrat wouldn't be happy with
you
me
have
slapping
to
his
hit
like
the
wounded
enemy.
wife around.
You have to hit the enemy with a melee attack. That has to be a genuine hit.
So you have to punch.
Yeah,
You'll have to
which is
slap her.
Actual real damage, which
Yes.
might kill her, which is not.
Slap her, then heal her. Or the other way around.
You
She
can't
necessarily
heal her
heal.
if she dies. She does appear to be pretty heavily wounded. She's not an
Yeah.
adventurer like you folks.
And it's not like, and she probably doesn't have recoveries.
She's an NPC.
You know?
Oh.
Do not kill Rene.
It's up to you.
Let's not do that.
I'll delay until after Jasmine.
Okay.
I'm taking too long to figure out what I want to do. I'll think about it.
Dwohurim pretty much just like stands there and
Looks
thinks.
to her.
Okay then.
I mean,
Well, that doesn't sound like anyone's coming from the south. What's that?
you want to leave now, right?
Yes, I mean, leaving I think is the best option. Unless Tempus is going to actively say he wants to go like digging deeper. I suppose.
No,
like,
Tempus will not actively encourage that.
But if Ezekiel is as strong as you say, why is he running away?
because he's unarmored.
Then we should go after him.
Yeah, so now it's a good time to take him out then.
All right, let's do it.
I mean,
We have no idea
problem is-
which way we're going in these tunnels.
We can
Yeah.
take him.
I mean, the problem is with her also. We kind of need to protect her.
Yeah, we can't.
We can't just leave her here and go ahead.
Is
can't
this going to be an
sacrifice-
escort mission and a pursuit mission and a...
No, we're not doing it as
Let's
for I
not do
pursue.
that.
All right.
Let's just leave.
Jasmine will move. Move down here and.
We at least have a look through maybe some of the offshoot caves, at least.
I mean, we can take a quick glance, sure.
Basically,
You're
Jasmine's
still,
going to
you're still in combat, Gryph. Move
Oh
back.
shit! Sorry, I'm back over here.
Jasmine is going to keep an eye on the exit right now and just have her bow at the ready for if any hostiles arrive.
Okay. Dwohurim. Manaki, you have something to say right now?
Yeah, I think so. Gotta go in here and prepare to use my counter magic if anyone tries anything.
Okay. Looking this way, you can see the surging body of water. Like, it's almost as if it might have been like an alternate way to get to the scene.
Hmm.
Okay.
Well,
Zeke takes his turn. Tempus.
we kind of want her to move first. Like,
She will act at the end, right before the escalation die.
yeah. Could we delay until after her?
Yeah, I'm gonna delete till after her.
Sure, if you folks want to. If you both would like to. Is that what you both want to do?
Yeah.
Unless an enemy appears, yes.
Yeah,
That's-
exactly.
That's too convoluted for the delay rules.
Aww.
Yeah, I'm gonna delay at least.
Delete till Renee after Renee.
Okay.
If someone does appear and attack her, I can always engage or
Yes, like you would still be able to intercept regardless. You're wanting like Renee to like move away, like towards
yeah,
like, the
extract out.
Yeah.
entrance? Okay. Renee will hobbling. She will double move past Aurelia, and then all the way past these massive dead bodies and the burning tarp,
Yeah.
And
Also,
she
maybe you should heal her, Dwohurim.
and get to Jasmine.
But it's
Because
not as
I-
easy to heal NPCs because they don't have.
They do not have
Searches.
recoveries. That's correct. Tempus, you're gonna What you gonna do?
It's gonna slow us down though if she's not healed.
We don't have a way to
She
heal.
moves mechanically the same speed.
Tempest
Right,
will
we can,
move
I
to-
could give her a health potion, then that's fine.
Tempest will keep flying with her, and that was good aim by me. Jesus.
Yes, and Goger.
Yep.
Okay.
By
So carry his own.
Escalation die goes to 0.
Yeah.
Aurelia. What you want to do, sheep? Anything?
I'm sorry, I was muted. Essentially, as everyone is walking past Aurelia, her eyes are darting towards them, essentially saying without words, "But we could capture it and find out who Auxilia is." Oh,
So there could be anyone.
well,
This is not the time.
it's not. Let's leave.
We have a
and come
wedding.
later.
We're already late.
You figure out a ritual
Really,
to
would you like
stop
to go
everyone in
ahead?
the city at once.
Jasmine.
I guess I will move up.
Okay.
Oh god, corpses!
Sure thing.
Dive under the orc.
That's a 1 move action for you. Anything else, Dark?
I guess I will move up
You're
again
gonna
and
leave
look.
through the entrance, right? Go the fast route.
I mean,
that would be something I'd want to ask you folks. Although it certainly wouldn't be the fast route. You guys leaving through the front, it's going to take even longer to walk back. Like
We have
that
horses.
travel time of 2 days is assuming horseback. You don't have
Yeah,
horses.
we're going the same
Oh,
way
yeah.
back. Right?
Well,
Also, we
let's
might get.
check back.
Also, we'll definitely be seen going that way if we go through the tunnel. Okay, we'll get back late, but at least we'll get back.
Well, we're going back
I mean,
faster, as it turns
yeah,
out. So.
But yes, you're going
I mean,
to
we're
be
getting
going
back late
back
either way.
faster through the tunnels. And also, I think because the whole wedding planner thing, I think it's okay if you're late because I don't think Evrat Levelle's going to complain.
We're not going to have the wedding without us, I think. So.
I think
Kind
it'd
of
be
missing a
hard-
key part.
Yeah, I think so. Dwohurim, you wanna dive in the water?
No,
Swim against the current?
I'll just. I'm good.
Okay.
Should we
Zeke will
at
take.
least look for clues or something?
Zeke will take his turn. Renee will nervously and cautiously follow along to stand next to Jasmine.
Who's aiming her bow out the door?
Yes. Tempus and Geráck.
Well, just keeping on our flank. Keeping on the flank with that.
Yep.
Okay. Escalation die remains at 0. Aurelia?
Yeah, that's.
I will ask, are you folks just going to head directly for the smuggler's tunnels?
I
Like,
think
what
so.
else would we do here? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the plan. I mean, we could look around
Loot
for
the giant
clues.
club.
Tempest will grab the sacks of treasure from the table that we brought.
The 25 gold pieces
The
worth.
poison food?
No, just the treasure, jewels.
Okay.
Maybe some other stupid orc will get there and eat the poison food.
I mean, as for my turn, I'm just going to follow them, essentially.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking, is we can expedite this. If you guys are heading straight for the exit.
I
Yeah.
think
Yeah,
so.
I don't see any other thing we would want to do here.
Do we want to at least have a look to the hill giant in case it had any amulets or rings on it?
I mean, sure.
Clues to.
Okay,
I
then
have
we're going to
Auxiliaries.
stay. Then we'll stay in initiative.
I'm going to be leaving, so
Okay, fine.
I don't think we should begin running back now.
Yeah. Okay.
We're getting Renee out.
All right.
Yeah, that's why we're here.
Because the group is directly leaving, we can skip outside of initiative over the sounds of the heavy water roaring underground. You exfiltrate. Your stealth mission a total absolute success. And are able to leave Robber's Bluff and escape into the smuggler's tunnels. With a wounded and nervous and sort of blabbering Renee, thanking you all basically for managing to escape with her, and that it was awful, and that the hill giant smelled like the worst thing ever, especially when she hit with her fucking club.
Yeah. Geráck will also give her a health potion, and then it'll sort of ask what actually happened.
An adventure tier potion?
Yeah.
Okay. That will certainly... Renee apparently does not have that much in the way of health. That fully recovers her wounds. Okay. Renee will say, I was with Zeke. We were discussing final preparations for the wedding, and he told me that he had something that he wanted to show me, and I turned and I looked, and it was his eyes. He was staring at me, and I couldn't stop looking at his eyes. And, I think I fell asleep on his couch. And when I woke up, I was, here, in that cage. It, stopped me from being able to cast any of my spells, or I would have tried to do something. It seems that, Zeke knew.
Did he and that giant talk any?
Yes, the hill giant, Murdoch, she was very upset about being made to wait, explicitly for her money. She said that she was promised money, and before your arrival, she had actually begun to swing her club at Zeke, and he was attempting to plead with her in soothing tones that the money would come. It's like she was waiting here, but she expected that whatever money was going to come was going to be here sooner, although I don't think you brought money.
We brought arrows.
Yes, she sort of shrugs. I don't know, it seemed that Zeke he might have lost to her if, but it seems that the distraction caused by you five caused the giant to turn her attention away. He definitely appeared hurt.
Well, as long as you're safe, that's what our mission was.
Indeed.
He had one of those, Evrat mentioned it to me, one of those green pendant things that he said that, like, some members of the Black Fang wear.
Yep, thought of as much.
I don't know whether that means anything other than, like, a signifier that he was, She shrugs, looking very grateful at all of you.
Get the hell out in a panic amulets, right? So.
Yes. You will recall that Calorel used it explicitly in front of you to teleport back to Dragonhall.
Yeah,
and,
I would have, had I been in line of sight, I couldn't justify it otherwise, I would have magic missiled that thing.
I would have stole that thing.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a thief strike.
You want to
that
teleport
would've been
into the blue? That's great.
No, I would have sold it.
So good.
It's been something that's been mentioned before in the past, like trying to steal a thing. And Thief Strike certainly would apply to that, as it's not something that he's wielding in his hands. That's something that can be used in that case.
That would have been awesome. He just grabs.
But
to
basically,
use
I
it and
figured as much. I couldn't really ask because I didn't know that. I know I actually saw him.
Right.
Here?
Never saw Zeke.
But my thought as a player is that he's down there, like, waiting for us to come down, collapse this whole thing, and then, like, teleport away. That's what I would do.
Yeah, it's
That's what
definitely
you
a
were
possibility.
planning.
Like, take them all out and then leave. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's a good thing we didn't chase him.
Okay. Using Tempus Malleator's expert guidance, you can begin to follow the ham crumbs as you traverse your way quickly across the wet cavern floor.
Hey guys, good news, no troll.
I like the line of dead bats.
Yes, leaving the sound of rushing wire. Just like, or there are like 19 dead trolls just laying.
Just laying like in a line.
And as soon as Geráck gets a chance, he will clean his armor.
Okay. Well,
Like the first aid rest.
Sure, like there's like small little bodies of water that you folks will traverse past.
Yeah.
If there's anything specific that you'd like to talk about or discuss amongst yourselves, it will be a quick trip back. You will arrive, actually, back in Newport in 2 days instead of 3. So you'll get back by the 26th, because now Tempus Malleator knows his way, and you won't have to spend so much time trying to find the correct route. It seems that these natural and artificial passages are made explicitly for getting from point A to point B pretty damn quick. It's pretty nice and convenient to walk across, even though there's not that much in the way of terrain features to admire. At least it's pretty even, as far as things go. So if there's anything you'd like to do, or roleplay, or talk about as you folks are making your 2-day trek back, this will be the time to do so.
So, at least we know that there was the Zeke guy who was there, and he was masterminding it, but hey, success. You know, we didn't have any crippling losses. You know, Tempus will take a slow time to look at Geráck.
It almost seems too easy, didn't
But
it?
to be fair, we did kind of plan. We snuck in. Those other guys that came in behind us, they would have been outside. If we came in barging, we'd have had to fight them, these guys, then some goblins, and then sneaker. Actually, that's a point. Where'd the screw it. Probably still shoveling trash.
That was a lot more
Yes,
trash.
now that you remember, there was at least one goblin who was shouting at you guys from down the ramp, so you can tell the story to all of his goblin buddies.
I survived!
We've made a
I
religion.
killed Murdoch. I am the new bandit queen.
You're not even a female.
How do you know?
Well...
It was a bluff check, just by. Oh, that was awesome. Oh.
I think we'll try to talk to Renee a little bit.
Okay.
You know.
What would you like to talk to her about?
Well, just like the wedding and what she's planned, and how like try to get to know her a little bit, because
She sounds extremely defeated now. Like she perhaps up to this point had been living like this naive notion of like a fairy tale wedding, and she had she perhaps, from judging by it, she considered Zeke a close friend. Like the idea, like, you know, wedding planner, like Evrat introduced the two, and like so many thoughts and ideas of how this was going to be like the best wedding in Newport. You know, this was the best planner. He's famed around the entire Dragon Empire. You know, he's even like organized weddings in Axis. Zeke Mathis, a great name, and to just have her trust ripped so violently from her, it's severely staggering for her. Like, Dwohurim has been around people who, like, especially after the druid thing.
yeah.
Defeated people.
Yes.
Dwohurim just hopes that her future husband doesn't turn out to be like the gloom in disguise.
And so, like she, although she does appear like very thankful and grateful, it's like her raison d'etre, like her reason for living, feels like it's been sucked out of her.
Damn, she cared a lot about that wedding.
It just
Right?
like that, and like perhaps like a loss of innocence in this regard. It could be interpreted as well. Like she didn't think that something like this would happen to her, and it most certainly did.
You can sympathize in a few ways.
She'll in turn will ask quite a great deal about her fiancé, Evrat, and how he was, because she assumes that you must have spoken with him.
Oh yeah.
He was certainly very worried.
Distraught.
Yeah. And, yeah.
A frequent head bobbing, along with, I hope he's okay, I hope this isn't some sort of, like, thing for, like, shrugs. Like, what did they want from him?
He would have paid. They wanted a lot of money. He would have paid it if he had been able. He tried very hard to gather it, but we know him, a personal friend of his, and well, we agreed to deal with it. We have quite some expertise in this sort of thing.
Ezekiel did say seed are here to the giant ones he saw us. What do you suppose that means?
Zeke?
Yes.
Renee, so like shrugs, like, well, if Evrat sent you, and then maybe they wanted you here?
You didn't hear
Probably.
them talk anything about us, did you?
No. Most of the conversation that I heard was pertained to food and, the giant is a bit, or was a bit lascivious.
Safe to say. I
Renee,
think-
like her eyes sort of like widen, and she looks a bit to the left. I heard some things that,
Man, Ezekiel is dedicated. Oh.
not with him, though. I think that if you hadn't arrived, it was going to be with the ogre and with the I think that was a hellhound.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. Looking even further left and blushing.
Durham gets that like innocence lost thing a little more now. Oh.
Perhaps that explains her zoned outlook now. As it seems, Bandit Queen Murdoch has had a
She was
lustful
adventurous.
streak. Yes, she was adventurous.
All right. Well.
No, she's recovering.
She got the Way of Life DLC and she chose Seducer.
Ah.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.